Calaroga Shark Media.
Hey, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. Between now and Christmas, on Monday and Wednesday, you get regular me. And on Tuesday and Thursday, Esther Ireland is chipping in and doing 5 good news Christmas stories. Today's regular, although a little Christmassy, because I got a job for you. You can get paid to watch holiday movies, but you better get moving. CableTV.com is looking to hire someone to fill their Chief of Cheer position. It'll pay you $2,500 and give you a 1-year membership to a handful of streaming services, but you have to commit. The website says, one of our favorite holiday traditions is breaking out the bin of old VHS tapes, or more realistically, the holiday sections of our favorite streaming services, and watching some classic seasonal movies. If you feel the same, we have good news for you. You could get paid $2,500 just for keeping up this festive tradition. You have to apply by Friday, December 1st. CableTV.com will pay for 7 subscriptions over the next year. These subscriptions are Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Amazon Prime, Max, Apple TV+, and Hallmark Movies Now. Oh, there's a catch. You don't just get this. You have to keep track of each movie and rank it across 3 categories: nostalgia, heartwarming storytelling, and holiday cheer. You'll also have to rank these 7 streaming services in terms of accessibility, functionality, and holiday movie selection. If you win, they'll contact you via email by Tuesday, December 5th. Good news if you've been staring at the cover of Led Zeppelin IV all these years and you're like, who is that on the cover? Lot Long is the name of the man. He was a roof thatcher born in 1823 and died a widower in 1893, years after getting his picture taken by the first head of the School of Photography at the University of Westminster. Brian Edwards is a researcher from the University of West England. He was flipping through antique photo collections as part of a project, and he came across a photo of a bearded man stooping over the weight of a burden of sticks slung over his back. Edwards told the BBC, "I instantly recognized the man with the sticks. He's often called the Stick Man." There's more. Part of Farmer's signature matches some of the handwriting on the Led Zeppelin IV album. The black and white photograph has a thumbprint in the corner. It looks like it's the original. Apparently, the selection of the photo for Led Zeppelin IV was part of a scheme to deliberately play down the album, with Robert Plant finding the image of the Stickman in a shop in Reading and pairing it to a scene of urban decay without any words. Good news if you get overloaded with, noise and lights and stuff. Walmart will lower the lights, turn off the radio, and change their TV walls to a static image for daily sensory-friendly hours. Love it. Museums and other cultural institutions that cater to children spearheaded these special hours more than a decade ago. Walmart said the stores are making shopping more inclusive for those with sensory disabilities by taking measures to create a less stimulating environment. The sensory-friendly hours, you're going to have to get up early, 8 to 10 a.m. local time at all U.S. and Puerto Rico stores. There is no planned end date. Good news for the owner of a bright red Ferrari. Well, former owner, because they just sold it for $51.7 million, including buyer's fees. That's the kick when you spend $51 million on a car and then the state registration's still $75. That's annoying. Despite that huge price, it fell short of the auction house's expectations. 2 bidders drove the price to $47 million before auction house fees. Wow, $4 million in fees. Yikes. There are only 36 Ferrari 250 GTOs in existence, produced between 1962 and 1964. Owners of the car instantly become members of an exclusive club that includes Nick Mason, the drummer for Pink Floyd. Sotheby's described this car as one of one. You see, although it looks almost identical to a 250 GTO, it was really configured as a 330 LM, an even rarer car with a slightly larger engine. Converted it to a 250 GTO later in 62, it's the only one ever raced by Scuderia Ferrari, the carmaker's racing division. Ferrari sold it to a Sicilian surgeon in 1964 for $6,000. The car, known as chassis number 3765, failed to approach the current auction record for classic car. That happened last year when Sotheby's sold a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe for $144 million. As for the red Ferrari, now going for $51.7 million, I bet you wish he had picked it up in 1985. Back then, it sold for $500,000. Congratulations to Helen Williams. Helen has set the Guinness World Record for making the longest handmade wig. This one is 1,152 feet. 5 inches. She spent 11 days and $2,500 to create the hairpiece. It took 1,000 bundles of hair, 12 cans of hairspray, 35 tubes of hair glue, and 6,250 hair clips. Helen Williams said, "This achievement is one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I still can't believe it." After completing the hairpiece, finding a place to lay it out and measure it accurately was difficult. She laid it out on a highway. She's now displaying the wig in her office so people can come and look at her record-setting efforts. That's your 5 good news stories for today. If you enjoy the show, tell a friend about it. And you can all follow the show for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, Pocket Casts, wherever you get your casts. Have a great day.